Failure is a few errors in judgment practiced every day. Welcome to another episode of Self-Employed Success Secrets, Monday edition with me, your host Marcus. On today's episode, we're going to be discussing the number one reason why businesses fail. So let's just get right into it. The number one reason why businesses fail is because their customer acquisition cost is greater than the lifetime value of the customer or client. Now, what exactly do I mean? Okay, for example, let's say you're a dentist, right? And it costs you $200 to get a client through advertising or whatever efforts you put forth. The time and the money equals $200. And then you get the lifetime, over the life of that person, they see you 6 times and they pay $50, so that's $300. So the lifetime value of that customer was $300. And the customer acquisition cost was $200, which means you profited from those two amounts $100. That's how you have a successful business. If you can prevent and obviate this one problem, you have a good chance of having a successful business. There's other problems you've got to contend with, but you have a good chance of getting the success that you want. This is especially important if you are wanting to become self-employed. And it's something to just always think about, okay? I'm going to say it again. The number one reason why businesses fail is because the customer acquisition cost is greater than the lifetime value of the client, okay? The money it takes to get a client is not as much as it is to as much as you get from the client, the profit, the revenue minus expenses, okay? Now, why is this important? This is important because remember I said in a previous video that efficiency is the undercurrent of a successful business, okay? Business is doing more with less. When your customer acquisition costs are greater than the lifetime value of each customer or client, you're doing less with more, okay? This might lead to your business having to close its doors, okay? So how do we go about fixing it, okay? And remember, that's the success secret. That the number one reason why businesses fail is because the customer acquisition cost is greater than the lifetime value of what you're doing, okay? Now, how do we fix this, okay? Now, you can fix them in a variety of ways. You could adapt. You could implement some sort of viral marketing program, be like Amazon or Tesla, or stand for these premium brands that focus on word of mouth. Like, hey, we're so good, we don't need to advertise. Or you can put a little bit into advertising. It's up to you, but this is something to think about if you want to be successfully self-employed. Is what can I do to lower my customer acquisition costs? For example, I do referrals, okay? I don't advertise at all. It's just referral. I do a good job. Someone's going to tell somebody else about me. When your customer acquisition cost is zero, you are getting paid to advertise because you don't pay a thing. And that client's paying you money. You have to understand when you're working with these clients that they're paying more, they're worth more than just the money they pay you each month or whatever. They're your referral sources. That's why you want to do a good job for them and keep them happy the best you know how without compromising your morals. But this is a big secret. It's not laziness, it's not bad employees. And I would say the second biggest reason why customers fail is because they run out of cash. But that may be another topic for another video. But I just want to say today is that watch those customer acquisition costs. Let me ask you that. If you're self-employed, how are you acquiring clients? Is it through referral? Is it through advertising? Is it through partnerships, whatever the case may be? This is something fantastic to think about because it'll help you to see that this is one of the many challenges you're going to have to overcome if you're going to be successfully self-employed and come out on top and be able to win this game of self-employment because it's hard. Remember, to be successful, you got to go through the wilderness. It's difficult to have a successful business. There's so many pitfalls you got to deal with. But the number one reason why businesses die is because the lifetime value of the customer is less than the customer acquisition cost, okay? So basically it comes down to how can I lower the cost or how can I get clients to come back for more? If you have monthly clients, that customer acquisition cost goes down each month because, for example, I do bookkeeping, I have monthly clients. My customer acquisition cost goes down, okay, with each passing month, or it's very low, okay? If it's $100 and someone pays me $200, I've already, in 1 month, I've got that customer acquisition cost down. So just something to think about on this Monday. As you're going into work, if you're looking to start a business, think to yourself, how can I get my customer acquisition cost lower than the lifetime value? Or how can I get my lifetime value in a way that will ultimately, over time, bring down the customer acquisition costs, okay? All right, thank you so much. Lastly, as always, unsuccessful people, they make decisions based on their current circumstances. But successful people, hopefully you're working towards success, make decisions based on where they want to be, okay? Make decisions based on where you want to be, okay? Bye.